back to Joanne's Bath & Body. My name's Joanne and I'm the owner and creator here. Thank you so much for joining me today for another video. If you're new to my channel and you're here for the first time, why not hang out with me for a while by clicking the subscribe button for more of my Bath & Body product videos. If you click the bell when it appears, YouTube should notify you when I upload a new video depending on the option you choose in the drop-down menu. If you're interested in following me on social media, you'll find all the links in the description box below. In today's video, I'm going to be making Measure Twice soap. This is the brand new soap in my product line, and I'm hoping you're going to love it as much as I do. This fragrance came highly recommended by other soap makers, and it's inspired by Gucci's Made to Measure cologne. This soap has notes of bergamot, French lavender, anise, nutmeg, juniper berry, patchouli, and some leather. It's definitely a manly scent, but I kind of like it for myself too. I think other women may also enjoy this one. I had fun creating this soap, as you'll see in a moment. Come on, here, let's get soaping. So, I asked my friend Madison a very popular question. It's popular in our house anyways when it comes to brand new fragrances. And I said, Maddie, what color does this smell like? It sounds like a silly question, but it's a real one. Now, don't worry about these chunks of shea butter that are floating around in here. That's part of our solid oils, and I just put in our liquid at room temperature oils. Okay. I'm going to reuse my oil container here because I've got 4 colors going into this. Okay, so I'm going to add in the organic coconut milk powder, colloidal oatmeal, and white kaolin clay. And we're just going to mix that all in before we even add our lye solution. So I'm doing this just to make sure that everything gets incorporated all the way without having to worry about, did I overblend? Did I mix too much? Did I want this to be at a fairly light trace. My plan is to do an in the pot swirl as long as this fragrance doesn't rise or misbehave in any way. So I have 2 shades of blue and 2 shades of purple, and I'm going to keep the base natural colored. So here we go. Let's get this all nice and so, like I said, I'm going to be splitting this out into 4 colors. Okay, so I've got that ready. I am going to just get this out of the way for just a minute while I pour in my colors. Okay. So just set this off to the side. I'm just going to grab what's closest to me. And I'm going to pour this one right in this one spot right here. I'm not going to save a whole lot for the top. Some, not a whole lot though. I just want just a little bit on the top. Put that all in one spot. Okay, and then this tiny little bit that's left in here, that's what we're going to use for the top. Okay, so next we're going to grab this dark, I think we're just going to call this Galaxy Purple. Okay, and we're going to pour it right beside the blue not quite touching. Okay. All right, save the rest for the top. And then on this side, not quite touching, but close. We'll pour in our purple right here. Okay. And then in the final spot, we're going to put our dark blue right here. Okay. I think I'm going to leave what's left in there and put that on the top. So we're going to give this a twirl and a twirl and a twirl, because I don't want these colors to mix too much in here. I don't want it to become muddy. But I do want them to swirl. There we go. Ooh, check that out. I want them to swirl as I pour them into the mold. So let's get that going right now. Let's see. How shall I do this? I think I'm just going to slightly elevate this side, the side closest to me, and I'm just going to pour. And let all the colors blend and swirl together as they travel down the side and the bottom of the pot. All right. Now, something I am going to do with my extra batter here is I'm going to go get a little owl. We'll get that ready for samples. So that means I'm going to scrape out my bowl, hopefully not blending these colors. I don't want them to get all muddy. Okay. Now let's scooch this over so you can see a little better. We'll see how we do making a swirl sample. Okay. Oh, that looks really cool. Okay. And then the rest of this we'll just put right on top of the mold. So let's give this a little shake. Let's get it out of the way for a moment. And everything else we're going to try and fit into the mold. So just going to go on the top with it. Sorry, I probably have the bowl right in your face. I'm just scraping out, trying not to mix the colors. All right. We'll just throw the rest on the top. Okay, so let's beat this down. I'm not going to take a hanger to it. I'm not going to take a chopstick to it. We're just going to have its natural swirl from in the pot. Okay. So now I can scrape out all my containers. And put what's left here randomly on the top. So I'm just going to do this all over. Do this all over. We're going to put the darkest on the bottom because the dark colors tend to overpower the light colors. That's pretty much in anything in life and in art. If you have too much of the dark, it overpowers the light. But in order to have light, you need the dark to show it off. Okay. see if we can put a little down here on this end. Okay. Oh, got a little bit more back here. There we go. All right, so there's the dark purple. Now we're gonna do the same with the blue. Just gonna come in here, scrape down the sides, scrape down the bottom, and then just randomly toss it over the top. Okay. I still have a little bit of the dark purple showing through, and that's awesome. Okay. All right. And then let's go for the blue. I don't have a whole lot of that, but it's vibrant, so it'll show up nicely. We'll just kind of smear it. Okay, a little bit there. Okay, and finally over the top of all of that, we'll put our lightest color, which is the purple. And again, I'm just gonna randomly splatter it on here all over the place. Little bit more left. Right there. Okay. All right. Oh, let's get that inside. Flatten it out. And then I'm going to go for my happy little swirls here. And this way. Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm just going to leave that alone. Except, I think it needs some glitter. Now, I got out 2 different colors to choose from. Wasn't quite sure which one I would like better. And I'm thinking hollow. I'm thinking hollow glitter is going to look really good on here. So, let's give it a squirt of isopropyl alcohol so that the glitter has something to stick to. And then start lightly applying the holographic glitter. And this is biodegradable. So it's not plastic based. It is skin safe. And if you don't like the glitter, well, it'll rinse off after the first time you use it. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm putting on there. There you go. There is Measure Twice. I'm going to put this baby to bed. And I'll be back in about 12 hours to cut this, although for you, that will happen right now. All right, guys, welcome back. This is the cutting of Measure Twice. Now, as I was going through and doing some editing on the making video, I must have gotten a phone call or something because I missed recording some of the color information on this. So I just wanted to point out what some of these colors were. So I basically used 2 different colors in a natural colored base. So the white parts here, or the beige parts, that's the uncolored. The purple and this darker purple behind it here, that was Purple Vibrance Mica by Nurture Soap Supply. This one right here, and then the darker purple that's in here is the Purple Vibrance from Nurture's Soap Supply, mixed with some Micas and More Pitch Black Mica. And the blue is Blue Vibrance Mica from Nurture's Soap Supplies. And then the darker blue is the same Blue Vibrance mixed with some Pitch Black from Steph's Micas and More. The fragrance is from Brambleberry, and it's called Brambleberry's Made to Measure Type. There we go. Now, since there is a Gucci cologne that this was modeled after and smells just like, called Made to Measure, we're calling our version of this Measure Twice. So I did a modified Clyde slide pour into the mold, and I just want to tip this up and show you the sides. Now this is still a little bit soft, but can you see the whole wave there? And then let me turn it to the other side. Look at that. And that's just from tipping it up and pouring it down into the mold. All right. So let's cut into this and see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, I'm going to take and gently move this over to here, just like that. This is still just a little bit soft. It's been just a little less than 24 hours since this was poured. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's cut into it and see what it looks like on the inside. All right. Whoa. Wow. Look at all those different colors in there. Okay, so maybe we can point these out just a little bit better now. So we've got the dark purple and the bright purple, and that's the Purple Vibrance. And this is the Purple Vibrance plus the Pitch Black. And then we've got the blue, the bright blue, and then this blue-gray in here. And that's the Blue Vibrance and the Blue Vibrance with the Pitch Black mica. All right. Wow, I didn't know what to expect, so I'm actually really, really happy with this. Let's see how this looks as we get farther into it. Oh, I'm gonna back this up just a touch. There we go. All right. I'm handling this rather carefully because it is still a little soft. All right, let's see. Wow, holy smokes. Look at that. Oh, I need to do that pour more often. And it smells just absolutely fantastic. So this is going to be one of our limited edition seasonal special soap fragrances for our February 1st release. It is definitely a masculine scent. My friend Maddie, I asked her to come over and smell the fragrance for me. It's a very real question. I don't know if I told you this already or not, but I often ask, hey, what color does this smell like? Well, I couldn't come up with anything concrete, and TJ couldn't either, so I asked my friend Madison, and she said it smelled like deep, dark galaxy purple, so that's what we made here, and some denim, so... All right, so yeah, Madison picked the colors for this one. Oh, look at that. It looks like it has a core and then two separate sides to it. But I don't know if you can see that quite yet. Maybe it'll come out better in the cure. But in the modified heart in the middle, all the colors are in there still. That's so cool. I need to do that swirl again with some other soap. Did we do the modified? We did do the modified Clyde slide, but that's right. We did this as an in the pot swirl as well. So we took our natural base, which is the lighter colors here with no color in it at all, really. And we poured all 4 of the different colors in different areas and then poured that into the mold on the angle. That's right. It's been 24 hours. You'd think I would remember all this already. Okay. Whoa, check that out. See, this is what I mean when I say it's like opening up a present. Every single cut is just different. I'm in love. Okay, let's clean off our wire. We don't want any drag marks. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm in the center here. We'll push this forward. I have cheater marks on my cutting board so that I get the same cut every time. All right, let's see what the next one is. Whoa. Now those are some shaky lines. Look at it in here. All the shaky lines. Nice. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I love the way it smells too. It's really fresh. It is definitely a masculine scent, but I can think of a few girls who would like this. It's definitely not a smells like my grandpa kind of thing. All right, let's see the next one. Check that out. It swoops up on the bottom. All right, so this is going to be available on joannesbathandbody.com for our February release. It's our first release of the new year. These will be cured by then. We'll clean up the edges and get them looking perfect. See, the edges get a little ragged when you cut them, and then just like that, they're not. So yeah, we'll clean these up and get these ready for the release. So keep an eye out for that. We'll have some restock soaps available that day, like Baby Powder and Ylang Ylang and Sweet Honey. Wow, check this out. Very cool. Yeah, look at that. I'm in love. And as well as Blackberry Blossom and a few others will be available and be restocked. We're currently out in the store. Plus a few new ones, and this will be the first of the new. And again, this will be a limited edition. We're only going to offer it just this one season. All right, there's the front, and carefully, there's the back. So that's what the ugly soap's going to look like. Let's get this off to the side. And if you remember, we have our samples. So here's how the owl turned out for Measure Twice. And there we go. And there you have it, the making of Measure Twice soap. You can find this soap, along with many other customer favorites, on my website, joannesbathandbody.com. I have a very limited supply of this soap since it's the first time I've used it. My testers and pre-sale customers so far have given it rave reviews. The release of this and a few other goodies will be on Monday, February 1st at 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. When you do, it helps YouTube to notice me, and it helps my channel get recognized by the mysterious YouTube algorithms. Be sure to check the description box below for all my social media links. Also, why not leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite Joanne's Bath & Body product is. You just might get to see how it's made in a future video. Until next time, stay healthy, be happy, and take care of yourself. Bye!